what Bojangles? Like, I'm not going there either. Fuck you.
Welcome to another episode of the podcast, y'all. I called it. So I took the liberty. I called it the Breezecast.
The Breezecast.
Yeah. I was gonna say like the Breezecast featuring David Ruffin, and that's like you.
You could have called me Teddy Pendergrass.
Teddy
I would have took
Pendergrass.
that better. But
David Ruffin is cooler though.
fuck that. Teddy Pendergrass is better. Turn him off.
Damn, you really? So wait, man. So you would pick best singer? You would pick Teddy Pendergrass over David Ruffin?
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough. Hey man, new poll. Teddy Pendergrass or David Ruffin?
Teddy got hits, bro.
He do, but
Teddy,
I'm talking about.
Teddy get the ladies. We talking
strictly about.
Ready, bro.
Wait. We talking strictly about like voices, singing.
But like no, like you, like that's even worse.
What you mean?
Teddy Pendergrass' voice is so it's timeless, right? Like he got one of them voices. Like when he sing to a bitch, they panties come off.
To
like,
a bitch.
Like you know what I mean? Like if you're not a bitch, though, it don't apply.
Sorry,
to you.
mama, he was cussing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like I'm just saying, like them bitches, like they get their panties off. But anyway,
I get it, but David Ruffin, he was the same way. Like women would throw their panties on stage and all that. And he was so cold at singing. If you ever heard this song called "Run Away from Love," he be like, "I'm gonna run away from love." It's the part at the end, like the climax, where he be singing a high note, but he be breathing in, singing the note.
I got you.
That's just cold.
It's amazing, but the fact that like
I don't love you anymore.
right. That's one of his, but I can name I can say 4 or 5 things where you immediately like Teddy P.
But
you know what I mean?
You can do the same with David Ruffin.
You do that shit to me all day. I'm not gonna know who David Ruffin is because Teddy Pendergrass is that cold, my man. He's
all right,
that cold.
You from Detroit, you should know David Ruffin.
I know David Ruffin. I'm just saying, like, but
so,
you give me a choice.
The Temptation songs where he featured, they all hit.
So I gotta pick Motown over everything because I'm from Detroit.
I'm not saying.
That's what you're saying. That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Breezecast.
Get on topic.
I'm DJ Cool Breeze, and this is my best friend and my brother, Jonathan.
Yeah. How y'all doing? I've been dealing with him for a long time.
Yeah, it's just arguing and shit. Sidebar. So you said you're going to Tennessee because what?
Yeah, man. Like, dog. Like, shout out to In-N-Out Burger, right? For finally coming across the Mississippi River.
In-N-Out Burger is good.
I'm going to make a 12-hour drive. I'm gonna drive through some mountains, and I hate the fucking mountains, but I'm gonna do it.
Really?
Yeah, just cause I want some In-N-Out.
That don't bother me as much. I done rode through the mountains in the rain, in the heat. I won't want to do it in the snow.
Check this out. Like if I'm driving, it's fine, but people don't like it when I drive through the mountains because I still drive like I drive.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
man. Like I'll be damned. Like going to Atlanta, you got to ride through mountains, or. Yeah, you do.
Hey, listen. I know how to drive.
I know you do.
I've been driving fast my whole life.
Man.
Like, and you add some of the training, like I'm just saying, like
I get it. But when I be
like,
riding,
y'all be like, going down the hill, like,
When I ride through the mountains, I just chill. And then like when you really riding through the mountains, like in Cali, if you go from from North Cali to South Cali,
down to 5.
Yeah, you going down the mountain. Right?
Yeah.
If you're going from north to south, you're going down.
It's elevated. Right. If you, from south to north, it's elevated because like you start getting into Seattle and stuff and all of that.
Right.
Shit.
And that's higher up.
Yep.
And like, bruh, you can't just go down a mountain going 50 miles. Them going 100 miles an hour.
If the mountain does not have a curve. I vehemently disagree with that. In fact, I would say that some of the most fun you will ever have in your life is that feeling that you get when you driving down the mountain, going about 70 miles an hour, and it's steep too, where like when you stop, the car feel like it like skip up and like float a little bit. Like
yeah, you
that's
dangerous.
The shit.
That make your booty hole perk up.
Hey man, ride motorcycles 200 miles an hour. It's fun. It's good for you.
I'm cool. I wouldn't mind doing that on some flat land, practicing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't talked about shit.
I know. We on some other shit. We was talking about In-N-Out Burger.
Hey man, that shit good though.
It is. If you go to In-N-Out Burger, you gonna take a good natural shit.
Yeah, not like the McDonald's shits. Like it's gonna be a healthy.
It's gonna be creamy. Yeah. Like
viewership is down.
Hey man, just real conversations.
Hey man, you don't keep it real, don't come fuck with us.
Yeah, hey man, I'm just saying. But you know, if you eat that In-N-Out Burger, it's like eating at home, like a house burger. Like,
that shit is
that
good.
Shit is gonna be like toot.
It's good enough to make me drive 12 hours to get some.
Hey
bro.
man, low key.
Animal style, baby. If you ain't up on it, get up on it.
On some straight bullshit, I'll roll with you.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know.
On some bullshit.
Hey, I drive 4 hours to get some Swinsons. You know
that's
me.
Worth
like
it.
that.
That's
yeah,
worth it.
yeah.
Shout out to Swinsons.
Talking about that shit 20 years. They finally had one and was like, oh my God. Yeah, motherfucker, welcome.
All right, man. You know how we do, man. We get into sports, we get into video games, and we get into movies and TV, and then some stuff in between.
Sometimes, all that shit that's going on, you know.
Yeah, sometimes we argue a little bit, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's hurt during the taping of this, so good.
And if we somehow manage to offend you, just put in the comments like you a bitch.
I'm sorry. My bad about last week. I was calling my man DeMar Hamlin. I was calling him Ken Hamlin. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, but that's why we do this, so we can get better. You dig? So DeMar Hamlin, shout out to that brother. He out the hospital now. I don't even know what you did. I'm gonna run this back. Whoop your ass, man. But shout out to that brother. He out the hospital. He's doing much better.
Yep. And they said he could play again too. Like
they say he gonna be able to play again.
Said, yeah. Like,
is he gonna do it?
Yeah, who knows? Like he might not want to, but he's gonna physically he's gonna have the option. So,
okay, that's gonna be a trip. But hey, just glad the brother's okay and he's healthy. You know what I mean?
And he in the hospital. He ain't healthy.
Well, I mean, he okay. He better than what he was doing on the field, my man.
This is normally the part where I insert some
something
but
terrible.
I'm not gonna do
we ain't
that.
even gonna do that.
Nah, with DeMar.
Let's kick off sports, man. We gotta start with the Detroit Lions.
That's right, baby. Let's
Detroit
go.
Lions.
Roar, motherfucker.
The Motor City Kitties.
Motor City Kitties.
They
not
got
the SOLs though.
I can't even say nothing. I've been a Lion fan for so long. Like it's good that they kicked Aaron Rodgers in the mouth.
You mean that motherfucker that referred to us as that team?
I'm glad they kicked him out.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers was sounding like a jerk at the beginning of the game.
I mean, he's got a lot
talking
of
about the
like
memories and stuff. Like he's supposed to be hyped going into that game.
For sure.
He's supposed to be ready to play. This is your playoff life on the line. Like, come on, Aaron Rodgers. But whatever. The Lions did what they were supposed to do. Shout out to Jamal Williams. He played great. Shout out to him. The speech after the game and everything. He had the quotable. He was like, forget all these tears. Ain't nothing but dogs around here.
Amen.
So shout out to that, man. I'm glad they got the dub.
I've been impressed this season with Jared Goff. I mean, like, you know, like everybody in Detroit, like,
and I have to give him his props.
You have to, like, at this point, like, I don't like how it looks, but like he reading defenses, like all that Sean McVay 15-second shit, like it's kind of out the window because he going out there and doing it. And I mean, like, you know, we've seen 9-7 teams. Like, if you're a Detroit Lion fan, you done see 9-7, 7-9,
6-10,
8-8. You know what I mean? Like, you know the range, right?
You know about it.
But this year, it did feel different towards the end of the season because they was winning games. Like, it's kind of like the 90s with Wayne Fontes when somebody threatened Wayne Fontes' job and he was like, "We're about to go on a streak now." You know, you get to joking and shit.
Man, where Wayne Fontes at now? I don't imagine.
Shout out to Wayne Fontes.
I would imagine. Is he still alive? I don't know either. Man, research department. I was about to say, like, I imagine him owning a sandwich shop or something like that. He like, you know what I mean? Like the Wayne.
No, Andy Reid is who that nigga owning he's either owning a hamburger joint or a steakhouse.
He's still alive. I'm glad. He 82. So
years
shout
old.
out to Wayne Font Sandwiches Shops. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a sandwich. A good ass sandwich. Cold cuts.
Yeah. If nothing else, you're gonna break even on the sandwich.
You did? That was pretty good. Wayne Font Sandwich Shop. But shout out to the Lions, man. They taking care of business. Houston Texans. They fired Lovie Smith after 1 year. They fired him partially because he won a game.
No, man, don't say partially.
Yeah, part of it was because he won the game, and they're not going to get the number one pick. That goes to Chicago.
So you telling me that the Houston Texans was who
professional football organization.
I wouldn't go so far as to call them as a professional football organization.
On paper.
I mean, this is the organization where the owner once said, you know, like the inmates is running the asylum and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and given their track history when it comes to people that look like me, I'm not really a fan of the Houston Texans as an organization. You bring in David Culley, you know, with nobody. Like, there's nobody on that fucking team worth a fuck. And I know y'all play professional football. No disrespect to y'all. But, like, we talking, it's tiers to this shit. It's levels. And, like, where they at, it's not... You know, like they ain't had shit on their team. You fire him and you give Lovie Smith the job. You fire him. It's kind of like the Miami Dolphins shit with my man Brian Flores. Like, you firing black coaches because they refuse to lose games. Like, how the fuck are some of these other motherfuckers getting a job if they, like Josh McDaniels, every time he's went somewhere, he's lost. The organization that he is with now is kind of in shambles.
The Raiders.
You know, they're kind of everywhere. Yeah. But this motherfucker keep getting a job. He's an offensive genius.
Right. Like, they to the point where now Derek Carr, he just gave like his goodbye peace out to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
He said he out of there.
I mean, they benched him because he wouldn't. Like
it's just bad. Like that was your franchise quarterback. Like what y'all gonna do without him? Jarrett Stidham. That's the answer, I guess. He gonna go somewhere else, and they're gonna be happy to have him.
No, I mean
but I'm not gonna give him all roses. Like he could play better.
He could, but I mean,
play better,
but his team, Derek Carr's been in the league 9 years. For 9 years, the Raiders on averages are the 32nd ranked defensive team. It's getting hard for any quarterback to win any game
with no type of defense.
With no type of defense.
You gotta
I'm just saying,
you gotta whatever points you gotta score, you gotta double it or at least up it by a half so you can win.
And go back and look at the year they made the playoffs. David Carr was playing out of his mind,
and they had a good defense.
He got injured that year, and and they actually had a defense ranked within the top 15.
Yeah,
so
old boy from the Michigan State got the play.
Okay,
I can't think of his name right now. Quarterback for not Jeff Smoker. The other dude, I forgot his name.
Connor Kent.
Connor Kent,
yeah.
Maybe not Connor Kent, but Connor something. All right. Shout out to Wayne Font Sandwich Shop. I know I'm gonna go get me a sandwich.
No, it's not Connor Kent. Actually, Connor Kent is a superhero character.
Yeah, I know it wasn't, but it's Connor something.
It's Connor something.
Yeah, but he was kind of a jerk. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean,
he got beat up.
Yeah, he went to Michigan State. What do you expect?
Yeah, shout out.
No shout out to y'all.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
not a Michigan State guy, man. Go Lakers, Grand Valley State Lakers. That is. In other news, Tank Davis and Hector Garcia fought this weekend. I put money on the fight and I lost my ass.
So go ahead and tell us what happened, Dan.
Well, I lost my whole ass, man.
Well, yeah.
I put money on the fight. I figured Tank was going to win, but I was going for Hector Garcia and his his experience being in the ring and just being a little bit stronger and bigger and maybe being able to overpower Tank. But about the 8th round, Tank got with him and knocked his ass out to the point where he couldn't see.
Just curious, what was the odds when you made your bet?
Damn, I had to go back. I basically, it was like plus, I think it was like plus like 400 or something like that.
Okay.
So,
okay.
And
then I can't really blame you. Like, you don't really lose with something like that. Like, the odds are kind of.
Yeah, I didn't. It's cool. I didn't put the whole 100 on there. You know what I'm saying? I put like a portion. So, and then I bet on Tank knocking him out maybe like in the 3rd or 4th round.
See, that's where like you get me. Like, boxing ain't what it used to be. And like, like a little bit on Dan. Like he all into that shit. Like he be watching fights and shit. Like you love that shit.
Like you love baseball, I love boxing.
You could have said basketball because I love basketball. Well, I love baseball too, but yes.
But like boxing, you don't really like boxing that much.
I'm not going. You can't say I don't like it. I mean, like boxing as a sport right now is kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like sports where you keep the best from fighting each other for stupid ass reasons. Yeah, for money reasons. So I don't really know who the best is. Like I don't go on somewhere with that bullshit.
There's too many belts.
Yeah,
it's like who is the real champion?
If this was the 60s, I probably know as much about boxing as like your dad do. Like we can't say my dad because that nigga ain't watch shit when it came to any nigga doing anything competitive, unless it was beating a white man. But yeah, like no, like so I didn't.
I had a joke. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
But I'm not so into boxing. UFC fights, yeah, for sure. But like they'll let the best fight the best.
They will.
You know what I mean?
They promote that.
It's the selling point.
In boxing right now, we want to see Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford. That's like the fight that you want to see, but the odds of it happening are low. And even with Tank Davis, the next fight you want to see is him and Ryan Garcia. And it's like that has a higher percentage of getting that fight getting made than the fight between Errol Spence.
Why is it like that?
Crawford. Because the guys are being different promotional camps and stuff like that, and then the TV rights, like if it's a Showtime or whoever, it's and then with the different boxing organizations.
So y'all can't divide up $1 billion. Where everybody gets some, and it's
terrible. And then, but it's probably gonna be to the point where by the time the fight get made, they're not gonna be as good as they were.
Oh, so some Merriweather fights.
Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather.
Cool.
See that.
Cool. I didn't want to see that when it happened.
Yeah.
You know what
Sidebar at the fight. The fight got stopped because of some nigga shit. Meek Mill was in the audience and he was drinking that Patron.
Right? First mistake.
He was drinking that Pat Ryan.
Gotta stay away from that Pat Ryan, nigga.
Yeah,
that shit, you fuck your life up.
He was drinking that Pat Ryan, and then there was another boxer over there from the DMV area, the Russell brothers. It was two brothers. They both box. They both whoop ass. And he said something like, the fight ain't gonna go 12 rounds, or it's gonna go 12 rounds, something to that. And then it was like, well, bet it up. And them niggas was like, what? And then the whole crowd turned around over there. And like, if you was watching the fight, you could see when it's a nigga moment and the crowd moves and waves in the direction.
Yeah, they like, fuck the fight.
In a rush. And then it got to the point where you watching the fight, then you see that. And then Tank just went, he was looking. And then he just linked up against the thing. Then the ref stopped the fight for a minute. And then Wallow, you don't know who Wallow is?
No.
Wallow got up like, not here, brothers. And then they calmed it down. And Meek Mill and them exited the fight. And then the fight continued.
Shout out to Meek Mills for being the bigger man.
True.
I'm not leaving. I'm gonna stay there and make a scene. I don't know, I don't know the particulars, but you know me in that moment, but you done crossed the line, now, nigga. Like,
it was petty though. Like, man, like we in here, it's men in here, women, grown folks in here, and I'm saying what I said. You can believe what you believe, but I can still say what I said. It ain't got to turn into a fight. If anything, put some money up. Both of y'all rich.
Yeah, but what year is this again, Daniel?
2023.
In 2023. No,
fight.
You don't say. Well, yeah, they don't do that, but you can't say. Come on, man. You can't say how you really feel. Not really. You can.
I am.
You cancel the shit out of your ass.
Here on the Breezecast, featuring David Ruffin. That's how we get down.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Teddy P.
Turn the lights off, bitch.
Turn them off. Speaking of turning the lights off, Naomi Osaka.
Oh shit!
This is the good part of the show, right?
Oh my god, man!
Oh man, me and you was watching TV yesterday, and they said that she won't be participating.
I was so sad.
I wanted to see her. I wanted to see her. She just be looking good.
Man,
she black, Asian.
Something like that. I don't even know, but just the strength it take to be like, hey man, I'm having a fucked up day. I don't feel like doing this today, and like, respect.
Like, I don't give a fuck. They jumped all on it.
Yeah,
and they was like mental. Then they want to flip it around. Like the tennis organization jumped on it. Then after the backlash, they was like, mental health is important. And you want to switch the tune up. Y'all didn't give a damn.
Because society was like, yeah, fuck y'all.
Yeah, y'all tripping. But she pregnant, man.
That's a lucky man.
Who
by chance is the father?
It's a rapper. YBN Corday. Yep. I was surprised. I was like, he bossed up. He bossed up. Shout out to that brother, man. Naomi Osaka, man.
I ain't shouting you out, man.
She was at the fight the other day too, looking good.
Lucky motherfucker.
Damn. But shout out to, man, beautiful natural women. And that's another thing, like natural hair and stuff like that. She look good.
Yeah, you don't have to be somebody else. Like, let me love you for you.
Yep.
If that's possible.
Just shout out to Naomi Osaka, man. Corday, handle your business. Don't fuck up.
I'm right behind you, nigga, if you fuck up. Say every nigga everywhere.
Right, man. Damn. What else we got, man?
She bad.
Yeah, man. KD is out for a month.
Yeah, man, I heard that's tough. But, as much as I hate Kyrie, he's balling his ass off, man. Like, he looking like what I feel like he has always had the potential to be. He's as advertised now. And shout out to KD for being my type of superstar, right? Like he was killing it the other day. Kyrie was killing it, and instead of taking the last shot, KD said, "No, man, you on fire. Run that shit for him." You feel me? Like that's some boss shit. That's some team building. Like we gonna win type shit.
Exactly. I was about to say that's when you're trying to win. I don't care about me being the person to take the last shot. He's on fire. Give him the ball.
And as much shit as they done got over the past few months, like some self-inflicted. You know what I mean?
True.
Like it's good to you got to be fair. Like they balling. Like that's what they paid to do, and they out there doing that. You know what I mean? Like the Nets is a contender. Like they legit. Like Jock Vaughn too. Like shout out to him.
That brother.
Like he came out and showed his ass.
Who knows? And shout out to who knows what it would have been like if they hadn't went through with getting Ime Udoka in there. Then swinging back around. Shout out to Joe Mazzulla, the job he doing over there in Boston.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum looking like an MVP.
But I mean, like, I think that's
Jaylen Brown looking like an MVP.
Jason Tatum is more. I think that's more of a consequence to him playing like he did last year in the finals, because they got to leave a bad taste in your mouth.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
But shout out to the coach, man, because that is important.
Absolutely.
For whatever he doing, pushing the right buttons, not pushing certain buttons.
Yeah, well, he better than Brad Stevenson. You know,
Brad Stevenson.
He somehow got to be the president. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Hey, you know how it happened.
Yeah, I know how it
anyway,
happened. I know how it happened.
Moving along. Sports. What else is going on?
Oh man, like I gotta ask you real quick. What you think about Lamar?
Lamar.
You see he out
Lamar.
He out for this weekend. Like, what you think about that?
They need to pay that man. And I don't blame him for not playing, because if you go out there and get injured, then what?
They're not gonna give him a. He about to get franchised.
But they caught in a bad place because you done built everything around him. Now you don't want to pay him.
The only reason you caught in a bad place is because you don't want to pay him. Pay that man and get it over with. Yeah. Like, move forward as an organization.
$250 million guaranteed, like Deshaun Watson.
In 4 years, that's gonna be asked to them. You know what I mean? Like, the salary cap gets pushed up every year, and I hate these owners for acting like that's not a thing. Like, yes, we ask you for $200 million right now. My play has shown that you should pay me like that. First of all,
what else you know what I mean?
Have? And then on top of that, like, the way these deals is going, these TV deals is going out in 4 years, that's gonna be a drop in the fucking bucket to you. It already is. So stop it. Because you make all your money off of the shit that I go out there and do.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He's the face of the franchise.
My jersey sale, like, I'm making you money hand over foot. Give me my piece and let's move on. Talk about something else.
Yeah. So pay Lamar Jackson and stop playing, because if he goes somewhere else, he gonna do what he's doing for you guys, and he may, you know what I'm saying, mess around and have it to the point where it's a wrap for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because when he come back, he gonna stomp the shit out of y'all. He gonna run all over y'all. So man, shout out to Deshaun Watson. I mean, we all up. Somebody called me. Yeah, somebody called me and this messed me up. But this is a real show, and that stuff happened.
It's real life.
Yeah. But speaking of, shout out to Lamar Jackson, but Deshaun Watson, that's another reason that he should get paid. You gonna pay my man. You gonna pay this dude with all of the stuff going on. And we was talking about this the other day.
Yeah, man.
If it's 26 allegations, it wasn't like it just was like 2 people. You know what I'm saying? Or 1. It was 26, and they kept trickling out. The Browns said, bump it. We still gonna give you $250 million.
Yep.
So like, dog, you should pay Lamar Jackson.
Fully guaranteed.
No trouble. Exactly. No trouble. He winning games for y'all. When he's not in there, y'all look like butt. You know what I'm saying?
You know, my thing to this yesterday was, like, you start naming quarterbacks, like, who got paid. Patrick Mahomes, okay, like, you was going to pay him. Like, his contract he's still underpaid as far as I'm concerned. Like, this motherfucker out there throwing no-look passes. Josh Allen, he wasn't even Josh Allen, and you gave him his money. You know what I mean? Like, he was coming up. You could kind of see it, but you took care of him. You know what I mean? Like, so you just, you know, you look around, Kyler Murray, like, it was some back and forth with his contract, and you just look for the common denominator. And, you know, like, you're not trying to make it that, but, you know, you just kind of look at shit objectively, like, it's only one thing you kind of point to. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, seems to be the color of their skin.
And okay, speaking to that, real quick, staying in sports, going back to the Lions. They had a graphic that showed Jim Caldwell and Dan Campbell side by side with the exact same record. And the caption was, Dan Campbell with the record, he the man. You're doing good. Jim Caldwell with the record, you're fired. Your thoughts? Hey, that was like real TV.
William Clay Ford Jr. was, or Sheila, or not the sister or not the daughter who's running the team now, wasn't running the team at the time. Or if she was, it was her first year, and she hadn't done her research and bringing in good people to advise her. Like, I'm not going to jump completely down their throat.
I smell an excuse.
I'm not. Because
okay.
Only in this regard. Like, you've been watching the Lions for like 10 years. And like I said earlier, like, I'm sorry, for like 40 years, okay? You've been watching that shit like I have. But the point, like, you know, like, I know, like, 9-7, we done seen 9-7. You know, we done said that. But this 9-7 kind of felt different, right? Well, Jim
9-8.
Or 9-8, my bad. They play 17 games now, right? That fucked up shit.
Yeah.
But you know, with Jim Caldwell, it was the Matthew Stafford. That shit wasn't working. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. Like, Matthew Stafford is the greatest quarterback we've had. But to be fair,
Rodney Peete.
But to be fair, before him, the actual only other quarterback that we actually had was
Joey Harrington.
Bobby Lane. If you mention Joey Harrington again, I'll slit your motherfucking throat, bro. Like, come on.
Scott Mitchell.
I'll take that. I mean, shit, at least he went to the playoffs. You know what I feel me?
John Kitna.
I'm a John Kitna fan.
I'm not.
Sean Hill, too. Shout out to Sean Hill.
Sean Hill.
Motherfucker, this motherfucker once told me that, you know, Sean Hill, I was adamant that Sean Hill should start over Matthew Stafford. Adamant. Yeah, you remember that.
No way.
You remember that? Yeah, and that's what you were saying. And every time Sean Hill would come in the game, because Matthew Stafford was injured that year back and forth, he was winning games. Sean Hill, baby.
Get out of here. It wasn't the Sean Hill.
We needed to get rid of Matthew Stafford. We needed a redo.
Hey, well, we got rid of him at the right time.
But to go back to Jim Caldwell.
We weren't going to build around him to get the Super Bowl.
We tried with Jim Schwartz, and it didn't work.
Jim Schwartz wasn't a good coach.
Jim, you can't say that. He took us to the playoffs.
He wasn't a good coach.
We made bad draft picks, and Ndamukong Suh was a bad draft pick. Like, that dude was a fucking problem. Like, from the time he got here. Where
is he now?
Yeah, I don't know. Is he still in Tampa Bay?
I think he played for Philadelphia now.
So he trophy chasing.
He was actually smart with his decisions. He got his contract at the beginning, then he got like another one with Miami. Then all that stuff happened, you know, when he was in trouble a little bit, and I think he stomped on somebody.
He did that here.
Yeah, he did that there too.
He did all of this shit here.
He did that there too.
I don't remember no bad stories about Ndamukong Suh down there, other than him
chasing. I want to say it was,
and not showing up to compete like he's supposed to.
Bottom line, the team didn't necessarily do good or whatever, and then he had that big contract, and after that was over, he kept signing like 1-year deals. But he was getting paid because it was fully guaranteed or something like that.
Yeah, but like
he got a Super Bowl championship with Tampa Bay.
Right, you rewarded.
And he was on the championship squad. Well, he went to the Super Bowl with the Rams before that.
Yeah. Yep.
And they lost.
Yep. Good job, because you didn't want to be here in Detroit, and that's the main reason. Like, I'm like fucking Ndamukong Suh. You didn't want to be here, right? So. Like, that draft pick was wasted on you. I worked at the Western Hotel at the time when they was playing. And
True inside stories on the Breezecast.
They stayed there. And, like, hearing some of the comments that he would make, people come up and tell you good game, like, especially, like, fans. Like, okay, they don't know the ins and outs of football. Like, you a defensive tackle, right? You mad. You like, I ain't had no fucking tackles. I ain't really do shit. And people thanking me for a good game. It's like, bro, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we fans. Good job. Thank you for being on our team. We appreciate you. You know what I mean? Because you have the potential to maybe change some fortunes around here. You don't want to be here? Get the fuck on there. Nah. You want Super Bowls? I don't give a fuck.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, straight out of the horse's mouth.
But Jim Caldwell, like, he didn't get a fair shot here.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Like, I can be a buck about that. Yeah. But, like, at the same time, like, as a fan of the team, like, I can't. It's hard to be. You know, like you caught in these two worlds as a black man, and this happens often, right? You're happy about how things are, but when it was involving somebody that kind of looked like you, like it wasn't fair. But are you not happy for the team? Like, how you play it? You got to be true. You're gonna be true to who you are. But like in that moment, like, what are you feeling? Like, is it?
Jim Caldwell was a good coach.
He is a good coach.
He did some good things.
But he's not gonna get another opportunity.
Another opportunity to be a head coach?
No.
They throw his name around there a little bit.
But they're not gonna. They throw his name around. They threw Eric Bieniemy from fucking Kansas City. His name get thrown around every year.
Yeah,
he only coached Patrick Mahomes,
and it's getting thrown around again.
he only like coached the best quarterback ever, and like helped Andy Reid make him like what he is now.
I think they're gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
I think it's Buffalo. Like the way shit, like that DeMar Hamlin thing, and like how that team is galvanizing, like. I got to put my money on Buffalo.
You watch a lot of ESPN, huh? Using words like galvanize.
No. I just play sports, and I'm that nigga. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no boom, 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 pow, nigga.
The Breezecast featuring David Ruffin. Excuse me, Teddy Pendergrass.
Say that shit again, nigga. Do it again. Do it again.
That's about to be the new thing. All right, man. Moving along in the video games.
Oh boy. Let's see. This month
It's not a lot on the horizon.
Yeah, we was actually like right before we had to like come up with something because, if you a gamer out there and you watching us, man, you feel our pain. Especially if you in our age group, the 35 to 45, you feel us. It's terrible out here, bro. Like the games is for the children, and I don't want to build blocks, and I don't want to build shit while I'm shooting people. I just want to shoot you in the face. Like
I'm good. I don't play Fortnite. I'm good. If I wanted to do that, I would play Call of Duty.
And it's no disrespect to the people that do. You know, like I feel you. Like
I can respect the elements that it adds to the game with the building and fort. All that crap.
I don't really respect any of that, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna hate on you. Like, it's cool.
I'm not gonna hate.
I'd rather do Command and Conquer if I'm gonna do some shit like that and just keep it like that, you know. But that's me.
That's you. Me. I don't want to do that either.
Yeah, I know, because you know you only play games like this. You play like this much. It's like video games, this big wide thing, and you stay right here.
No, I don't. I play a lot of different stuff.
Okay. Let's talk about the game. Forspoken is the game of this month. We're gonna start doing games of the month. I think we should do games of the month. And on really good months, we'll give you 2. It's not gonna be a lot of 2-month games early on though. Yeah, this game is from what I understand, because I ain't really, you know, I played the demo. It's cool.
Way to go. It's cool.
The movement system is supposed to be the draw to the game, and you know, like. If you play games like Prototype or Infamous, like the movement system where it's momentum based, it's kind of like that. And I mean, like as a draw, it's cool, but you're gonna get tired of that. The combat is like all these fucking bars and numbers and shit, and you know, yeah, man, it's a stat game, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I don't mind RPG elements mixed with action games, but when you start giving me all them numbers and I got to start doing all that math and shit, like I don't want to play.
Say if I have 35 XP hit points, he has 48 XP hit points, but then I have a multiplier. Yeah, like, man, just hit the dude.
I got to go to work, man. Fuck that. I got to help a kid with some math or something. Like, I'll do it then. Like, I don't, Nah, and I, you know, just, you know, and then the conversation that we had about that led into us talking about, like, just the state of video games and hard games. And as this is our second show, I know some of you out there might wonder, like, how the fuck, how we supposed to take y'all word for it? You know, like, what the fuck y'all done in video games? Like, what have you played? Like, what have you beat?
I done beat games on every platform that damn near ever came out, besides, like, Neo Geo.
That's it?
What? That's like the end of my credentials?
That's all?
No, I'm just saying that was just one stat. I just was thinking about it. Like, I done beat Atari games, Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, Genesis, 32X, Sega CD, PlayStation.
I get
2,
it.
3,
yeah,
4.
Yeah. But you a DJ. Like you hype parties and shit. You can't hype your video career. That's all you did.
Oh no,
you beat some shit on some shit.
That just was one thing. I done beat a whole bunch of stuff. Like I'm the man.
Like what, Daniel?
Like you name it, I done beat.
No, let's not get crazy.
I done beat AAA
You're
titles.
Not the man. But
I'm a professional.
Okay. But yeah, like yes, you've beaten.
I don't bring a lunch.
You do. When you step in the arena with me, you bring a lunch.
No, I don't. No, I got a briefcase full of guns.
A golden gun, because that's the only thing you can beat me with on GoldenEye.
I mean, yeah, it's one shot. I could beat you with other shit.
Man, you got GoldenEye.
I do. I don't have GoldenEye. I bought a Nintendo 64 and I bought my favorite games, which
isn't GoldenEye. GoldenEye isn't one of those.
No, the reason I didn't buy it because they wanted like $60 for it. Yeah, get off. Hey, man, I bought the Nintendo 64 and I bought my favorite games, which are Star Fox 64, and
which is on Super Nintendo.
And I bought WrestleMania 64, WrestleMania 2000.
It's like 8 wrestling games for Nintendo like that.
Well, I wanted WrestleMania 2000 specifically.
Good for you.
So I could
exactly.
So I can get the Generation X and do that. Don't be jumping around in my house, man.
I do whatever I want
in my studio. In my studio.
I do whatever I want in this motherfucker.
In my studio. But yeah, I'm on all platforms. But like, man, like AAA games, driving games, adventure games.
Driving games.
I'm real good at that. Like, bruh.
He's the best at that.
It's whatever you want to do. Like, Need for Speed, I done beat them all, played them all, pretty much.
Hey, this motherfucker beat Driver, dog.
Yeah.
The original
there
Driver.
There you want to talk about stats? I was talking about that with my mom and them, because they remember me playing that game.
I remember you playing that game.
Yeah. And
I couldn't get off the fucking
It killed me. It killed me that they was tripping, that y'all was tripping that was so hard.
Because like, you got to do a bunch of shit. You fucking 12 years old. Do a slalom. Like, what the fuck?
A slalom?
We're not in this is not the internet era. This is not the internet. You can't just go on and be like, what the slalom?
A slalom?
Like, I'm not pulling out no dictionary for no video game.
I give you two applications for that word.
Okay.
If regular stuff that I know you can relate to.
Okay.
Number one, when you watching the Olympics and they doing skiing, slalom.
What if you don't watch the Winter Olympics?
They have video games where they ski, and all that means is
what if you don't play skiing video games?
Man, you probably watch the Olympics.
Stop using the same fucking excuse. Stop using the same shit for this reason.
Like,
it's skiing. Yeah, that's how you figured it out. And everybody don't ski.
Once I played the skiing game back as a kid, and I found out what slalom mean, I was like, you can apply it to anything. You can drive in slalom. You can bike in slalom. If they say slalom on the skateboard game,
yeah, you do it in football practice. But at 12, you don't know that unless you happen to be okay. Good for you, motherfucker. Good for you.
Because I'm a professional. He is the professional.
Yeah, the professional piece of shit.
Whatever, man. You just mad.
Why I'm mad? Because I ain't beat driver? No, I just beat everything else.
I beat 1 and 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good for you.
Yeah, both of them.
And to his credit, he beat Ninja Gaiden too. That's what I actually give him respect for. Because that's one of the hardest.
The rest of the shit don't matter.
Shit. No, it don't. Because, real talk, if I want to do...
I beat Maniac Mansion too.
Yeah, 7. That's pretty impressive. That's 7.
I was a kid and I beat it.
Because I got that game and didn't know what the fuck to do. I got caught every time.
You gotta get the black dude. No, wait.
Wendy, because she can develop pictures.
Yeah, yo.
That's how petty I am. I'm like, I know how to do it now. Yeah.
Wendy said you can develop the pictures, and I think...
What's his name so he could play the piano?
Yeah, I think Michael played the piano, the black dude. He had the coolest music on the game. Doom, 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 doom. Let me get out of here, man.
Yeah, get out of here.
Anyway, and shout out to, remember this Nintendo game called Deja Vu? It was a point and click game, but it was like a murder mystery, kind of like a Dick Tracy rip-off.
No, I ain't.
Remember the actual Dick Tracy video game for
played
Nintendo?
That shit
was hard as hell.
That shit was hard
as hell.
You had like 5 bullets and there was like 30 people. Like, you ran out of bullets and you got to punch people and shit.
The driving part was isometric, so you be driving and like trying to turn and shit.
Yeah, but then hard. I think From Software basically ripped off Nintendo games because they didn't tell you where to go back then either. And they do the same shit now. They just be like, here you go in this world, figure it out, nigga, die.
And then, I don't know. I still want to play Elden Ring. Since we had that conversation, I've been like, I want to get it.
I told you, it's on you.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it at least try it.
Every boss. The Demon of Hell, you saw that. I done beat that game every which way you can.
Salute, man. I played it and I just didn't want to do it.
Ninja Gaidens, I ain't beat the second one because them 2 turtles, it ruined me. Fuck that shit. I'm not afraid.
Man.
Yeah.
Ninpo, right at the right time.
Whatever. I ain't doing that. That's cheating, man.
No, it ain't cheating.
You make a game where you can't jump and you just
get
by it.
You got to get past the part and you got to use what you got to get where you got to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Petty. Team Ninja, you make great games, but fuck you for them turtles.
And speaking of Team Ninja, they coming out with a new game.
Yeah, it's called Wanted Dead or Alive. This shit looks actually kind of awesome. I don't know when it's coming out, but it looks like it's going to be like one of those where you and I enjoy it if nobody else does. Kind of like those game journalists that didn't enjoy Doom because of a fucking Marauder.
Yeah,
that's comical to me.
Yeah, because they couldn't get the shotgun and shoot him when he turned green, and then
listen, I'm the king.
Assault, rinse, and repeat.
I'm the king of wanting to play a game and do all the special shit and figure out my own way of killing some shit.
Likewise,
but some games. The formula is the formula.
Yeah.
And the sooner you accept that and move the fuck on, the better off you'll be. You'll actually enjoy kicking the shit out of fucking Marauders. Send me too. I don't care.
Man, at the beginning of the game, when they would come around, they'd be like, oh, man. But after you got used to the mechanic, you would be looking forward to them.
Absolutely.
Say, oh, you about to put 2 of them in here? Okay, bet.
Yeah, let me show y'all motherfuckers why I'm a slayer.
You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Hard Games, man. Ninja Gaiden, that's one of my favorite, and that's hard. But if the people who made that game is making this game, this most wanted game, I'm in. I'm at least gonna give it a look.
Well, it can it's Team Ninja is all about combat and shit. So you got swords in it. It's a female protagonist, and she got swords and shit, and she got guns. And you switch, but you use everything in there. It's kind of got the stylish flair of John Wick. How you dispatch enemies with takedowns and such. But as
close combat shooting.
Yeah, but as
close quarter
Team Ninja game, they understand that those of us who play those games, we coming for a challenge. And they made sure to, put that in the forefront. That it's going to be a challenge. So if you're not interested in the challenge, first of all, you don't need to be watching our show because I'm about the challenge.
No, I'm not going to say that. You can watch the show because we talk about other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Here, man.
Go watch something else.
Right. I can't stand this dude, man. What else going on? You said Max Payne. They doing the re-release?
Yeah, man.
Not no time soon, but
no, I think it's looking like it's gonna come out in 24, 25. But the thing is, Take-Two is as somebody who really loves video games and plays, and you know about the industry because games take forever to come out. And if you like me, you're like, why the fuck is this taking so long? But
Zelda,
Metroid Prime 4. Anyway, the like Take-Two that's the people. For those of you who don't know, they own 2K and what's that other franchise that just be sucking up money? Grand Theft Auto 4.
Oh.
Or 5, whatever it is that ain't 6.
GTA Online.
Yeah, that shit.
I just was playing that a little while ago.
Yeah, you part of the problem. But
they got new missions though.
Yeah, that's how they keep getting y'all. And that's why I can't play Grand Theft Auto 6.
And they finally turned the snow off.
This company makes $1 billion from like $1 billion a piece off 2K and Grand Theft Auto. At least with 2K they make a newer version every year. And it's better than Madden. But I mean,
but they just the way they got it to
the economy is starting to get
it's like
out
come
of
on,
whack.
Man. Like you got to spend so much money to make your player be decent.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's part of the draw. But the thing that they're doing with Max Payne is they're going to let the people, Remedy, who originally made the game, they're going to let them remake it. Use their new engines, use all of their stuff.
Unlike the Grand Theft Auto trilogy that came out about around this time last year.
Yeah, that shit.
Whenever it came out,
they
let a mobile game company make the game.
Yeah.
And that game is terrible. No, I got it on my hard drive. I ain't even booted it up.
But is it really terrible? It plays like a mobile game. So I mean, like, they did what they were supposed to. Like you get somebody who good at, you get some Koreans to make fucking fried chicken, and you mad because it tastes a little bit like
Korean fried chicken.
Korean
hey,
food,
but I heard it bang.
Hey man, like I
gotta try it.
They some of that shit you be watching TikTok. I know you be seeing TikTok. Some of that shit. I know your fat ass done seen some of that shit.
Hey
on
man,
there.
chill out. I eat vegetables.
Anyway, yeah, I know you've seen some of that shit, but the point is like, so with this game, like, it's going to be a solid game, more in the vein of like Resident Evil 2, the remake of that,
or like the Zelda remake when they did, they remade all of them games.
Yeah, but not really, because they actually using the updated graphics engine. They didn't do that with those games. They just put a shiny coat of paint on it. As a Zelda fan that you are now, like, we're not gonna talk about your shitty beginnings, but as a Zelda fan you are now, you like, yes, I know everything about Zelda.
I don't be like that.
I don't. You do. Like, and the Triforce and the Tears of the Sun and like, man,
Tears of the Kingdom.
You're right. Look at you. It's Tears of the Kingdom.
It is. You
got your real John voice on, motherfucker. You sound like a condescending jackass. Shut the fuck up.
I learned from the best.
I can't say your mama. I don't want to.
I
love you, mama.
She gonna come get you.
I love you, mama.
Sometimes they be watching.
Yeah.
Watch yourself, nigga. Moving on to movies and TV. BMF came on last week, the premiere of BMF. I know you don't know shit about what I'm talking about. Go ahead and scoot on out. This ain't for you.
I always got something to say.
But BMF came on last week. They had the premiere of the new season.
No, I'm tripping. Like, I know, like, that's what it is. Like, everybody into that shit right now.
Yeah, like, and it's it started off good. Lamar's still alive. So what's gonna happen with Lamar?
He gonna die.
He had got shot at the end of this last season. He was the dude who was terrorizing them and fucking shit up and killing folks. He even killed the little boy, man.
You watched The Wire? That ain't nothing new.
I get it, but I'm just saying.
Hell, you live in this world.
He got shot the hell up, and then they had him in the hospital, keeping him alive. And then at the end of it, he woke up like, so. Matter of fact, tonight at midnight, I'm gonna watch the new episode. Yep. So shout out to BMF. Godfather of Harlem is coming back for the 3rd season. It comes on this Sunday, and I'm watching the shit out of that. Godfather of Harlem. Did you watch any of it?
No. I mean, but you like, so like, don't get it twisted. Like, I actually, like, I love stories. I love movies. I love all of that. But when it comes to gangster or typically stories,
crime drama,
where the protagonist is already a piece of shit, and that's like the angle. Like, you know how the story gonna end. Bad for him. But
I get it. But like with Godfather of Harlem, it's about Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah, and what happened to Bumpy Johnson?
He died.
Yeah.
But everybody dies.
Yeah.
I don't think he got killed.
I don't know how he got killed.
But the show is compelling characters and it's good stories. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. They had Malcolm X in it. And they showed how Malcolm X was involved with Bumpy Johnson and how Bumpy Johnson was involved in the Muslim movement during the 50s and 60s.
Was he part of the Malcolm X Muslim movement, or was he part of the
Elijah
Muhammad?
It goes even deeper. It had Elijah Muhammad is a character on the show. they let old boy from Amen. Remember the Reverend from Amen?
Oh wow!
Remember?
Wow!
You remember?
Yes, no, I know who you talking about.
Light skinned dude.
He wasn't. I mean, that's
You know
light skinned.
what's his name? Clifton Davis.
I don't know what the fuck
Clifton,
his name is.
It
I
ain't
know
Clifton Powell.
he married the chick. Like, he married his daughter, Sherman Hemsley's daughter, on
Yeah,
the show.
on the show.
Like it's Amen, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, it's
Amen. They don't make shows like that.
Nah, shit.
But,
you see they bringing Night Court back?
What?
Yeah, real shit. Dave Larroquette's gonna be in it. He like the only one. My man's daughter is the judge now.
That's one of the best theme songs for a TV show.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you play that shit just somewhere.
And just jam and just ride down the street. You know, people laugh, but it'll be cool.
Thundercats too.
Yep.
Get up on it if you ain't.
You made me lose my train of thought.
That's not hard.
No. What were we talking about?
You was talking about movies. You was talking about the Godfather of Harlem.
Oh, the Godfather of Harlem. Yeah. So, and they talk about the Muslim movement. You talking about Elijah Muhammad. He's a character on the show as well as I want to say Farrakhan is too. But it just showed the inner workings of that and how they was against Malcolm and how it was a whole bunch of bullshit going on. Like, man, it's a good show. And you like characters and stories, I would say watch it. If you do too out there, watch it. I know most of y'all, if you know me, I know y'all probably watch it already.
But these are historical figures, and like the way my brain work, if I really want to know, like I'm gonna just go read about their life and then be able to parse through the story and be like, okay, I see what you're doing, and not watch it anymore. Like I'm just keeping it a buck for you. Like, why waste my time?
Godfather, wow, because it's a good story.
I get it. I got my own stories I like, and that's not one of them.
Whatever.
You know what I mean? Like
it's cool. You gonna hear about this every week when we talk about it. So Godfather Harlem this weekend, watch it. I'm watching it. What else?
Chicago PD was actually kind of good this week. Right.
Tell me about it.
See that face?
Yeah.
See how shit flip? It's kind of like that. Like criminal, cop. Piece of shit, good guy. Yeah.
Rich, poor.
Guy who fucks your wife.
I'm not.
Hey, he's quiet, ladies and gentlemen. I got him.
I'm not into fucking nobody's wife. I'd rather get my own wife rather than fuck somebody else's wife. Damn. So get on somewhere. And if I got a chick and you want to fuck another nigga, just go do it. You ain't gotta be with me.
You just take all the fucking.
I don't take all the fun out of it. I'm just saying.
Just the whole sloppy.
I ain't sloppy. Fuck you.
Anyway,
I'm upright.
Chicago PD was pretty good this week. Atwater
give me two main characters on the show.
Hank Voight. Are you talking about like actual names?
Yeah, the actual names.
Ooh. You know, normally I'm good with this shit.
Yeah,
but like, nah, not this time. Like the characters in this story, like this story, the people in this story kind of came out of nowhere. Like I don't remember seeing them like them coming up.
These is like
television,
new fresh actors.
They probably not. I mean, like all actors have been in something,
True.
But like I can't think of anything that I've seen any of them in. And normally with like TV shows, like. You know who the bad guy is by the person they cast. Yeah. If you done seen the motherfucker in the shit, you like, he always a bad guy. If he ain't the bad guy, he know who did it. And if he don't know who did it, he did it himself. Like, stop it. Do something different. But anyway, Atwater, that's the black cop. He met his father who was in jail like for 20 years. And he was playing it like that he wasn't angry about it. Like, cause he's a adult. He raised his brother and sister. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing that made the story so good.
When he get to shooting.
It wasn't no shooting in this one. It was an actual story where, people talk and just talking shit. Character development.
All that happened on the shows that I just talked about.
Right, but you over here talking about who's shooting somebody in a cop show. I just
being silly.
Yeah, because you a dick.
Whatever.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, so like he gets that come together moment with his father. But the way they play it is that he's not angry. But of course you can see the anger rising in him. And then, like as somebody who's if you've ever had your father not in your life for any type period of time, you can relate to that. You know what I mean? Because it's this point where you're like, why the fuck am I shouldn't be angry. But you are because that's your daddy and you're not there. But you you push it aside. But watching him slowly boil and to the point where at the end he erupt and like they had this real ass conversation. Like I like that. That's good. That was good character acting. Like it was
good
really
pacing.
Good. Yeah. Well, no, good character development and acting.
And pacing as well. Cause I
know what pacing means. I just didn't want your 2 cents.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah. So I was correct. You just being the ass.
Yeah, it's whatever, all good.
Nigga. Give me one more show that you watching that's like good.
The Rookie. It's like the most PC. Yeah, I know. But I like happy endings. Like, me, I'm king, kick everybody's ass and all of that. But like I typically like lighthearted stories that make fun of society but also have a point to them. And like a lot of ABC's shows tend to do that. Corny. And I'm a fan of like the guy. And I'm a fan of the guy Nathan Fillion also played Castle, another show I really liked. You know what I mean? Like, I know all these cop shows. This is a theme. You go quickly see the theme, like why it is like it is. You know what I mean? Because some people just like to steal shit. You know, that's
tonight on cop drama.
Yeah, tonight on The Thief, nigga. Like, you already know. Like,
we're gonna drink coffee.
We're gonna steal
eat
shit.
donuts.
We're gonna steal shit. We're gonna sell drugs.
And get away with it. And feed our families.
Yeah, and then we're gonna hate each other and kill each other for no reason because we don't like getting money. Over here, we just hate our wives and our children and don't spend no time with them.
Right, and on the other side, we love our family so much that we about to break the law to protect them. And you doing that? And you love justice so much, you gonna leave your family behind to uphold it.
Nah, I don't love justice so much. I just hate you.
Yeah, you like that. We gonna get back into that. That's a good one. Say the drug dealers love their family and shit so much they gonna risk their lives and freedom to protect them and provide for them.
You think that's why?
And then the cops love justice and being a cop and being right so much that you neglect your family and the rest of your life is shit.
One of those things are true. The other thing isn't. See, I can show you why. Like, your side is on some like that's some bullshit with your side. It's real easy. It's real easy.
I can show you why your shit is on some bullshit.
Because like bullshit. You know, like you, if it was like that, once you got to a certain point, you get out and do some other shit.
Some people do.
Some people do.
Yeah.
The one or two outliers only make the rule, motherfucker. Like, try to do something else, because that's not gonna work on me. You should know better than that shit. Like, I am offended.
Some people do, but I get it but it's human nature. You start getting money, and you don't want to stop. Power.
The fuck the money is
and
that
the money,
power.
Money and power.
If you got power, you can get money. Money ain't shit. Like, you think, like rich people, you think they care about
you care about it. You care about it when you ain't got it.
But if rich people never not have it, because you got friends. And all your friends rich. Oh, you having a bad time? Here, just take this $200,000 and pay me back.
I need to get on that tip.
Right, nigga. Hurry up and get some money. Fuck you.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Fuck you.
Man, we winding it down real quick, man. Breezecast featuring Teddy Pendergrass.
You better get it right.
Shut up, nigga. David Ruffin, it sound better. The Golden Globes Awards. I didn't really watch it, but I heard uproar. They had a black host.
And he kept it real.
And he told jokes.
Yeah, he told jokes.
He told jokes.
You can't. Did you know you couldn't tell jokes now?
Yeah, it's getting to the point where you can't.
It's getting to the point.
He said stuff about Scientology and
Tom
Cruise.
Like, hey, guys. David Misgivens, whatever the fuck his last name. That guy, his wife hasn't been seen in a really long time. Like,
and ain't nobody saying nothing.
Nobody saying anything.
And my man made a joke about it, and they was like, ooh.
How about the fact that Scientology isn't a real religion? And if you think that, like, I feel bad for you, honestly, because those people, like, from what I've read and seen, like, they beat the shit out of you and, like, take your shit and tell you what you can't do.
Yeah.
That don't sound like no religion to me.
Yeah.
And if you want to say it's Christianity, we got free will, I guess. So I don't, God, I can do what God tell me not to, It's just it's gonna be consequences. That's me.
It's called sin.
And everybody does it.
But yeah, that whole thing. Everybody was in the uproar. And then besides that, all the women was throwing their panties at Brad Pitt. Black women too.
I mean,
I know,
objectively speaking, like by the
shake your finger.
By the like whatever stupid ass standard they use for beauty, where as long as things are asymmetrical, that equates to how beautiful you are. Sure, because his face is perfectly symmetrical.
You love Brad Pitt too?
Nah, I don't give a fuck. Honestly, like shit. I tell you who I love, Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, getting back to that,
Shout
man.
out to Naomi Osaka. Like, yeah.
Man, can I be your tennis ball? Shoot.
No, you can't beat my ball.
You can smack me up against the wall.
No.
You can put me in your bag. Shout out to Uncle Jamie.
Sounds like that nigga's over there is David Ruffin.
Whatever, dog. Winding it down, man. The Tubi Movie of the Week. I'm in my research to bring you guys the best Tubi content, the Detroit Tubi Movie of the Week. In my relentless quest to bring you the best Detroit Tubi content, I have to watch a lot of movies. And I was in the research lab last night watching movies for the following week so I can give you the best possible movie that you can watch. This week, you need to watch Rotten. Rotten is a good movie. My cousin Quentin is in it. Shout out to cousin Quentin, man.
Did you just say the title was? It's Rotten.
It's called Rotten. Okay. Yeah, it's called Rotten.
Okay.
The main character is a girl. Her name is Apple. She not rotten. She fine as hell.
Yes. Yeah. The fact that you even some shit just. All right, man.
Hey,
go ahead.
The movie good. The girl that played the main character is fine in the mud. It's a good story, and it got a mean twist at the end. And I don't think you would have seen it coming, because you a movie man. Your homework, I would say watch it, but you know how you is. You not gonna give it a shot, even though you should. You probably watch it and know somebody in it. Why is that funny?
Because that definitely makes me not want to see it.
Man,
that definitely. No, I'm not. I didn't watch the movie from last week, Dan. I'm just, I'm going to tell you.
You didn't?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Listen, there's a standard in my household when it comes to movies, and the quality of movies does not have to be a AAA franchise. It's not.
By the way, the main character in the movie, Apple, her name is Tierra Jacob. She fine in a mug.
I mean, she would have to be there are two things that are going to be always associated with Tubi movies. You're going to be high when you watch them, and you're going to see some titties.
She didn't show her titties in the
movie.
No? She did not. She didn't. Some other women did.
Yeah.
But she didn't show no titties.
Okay.
It was some booty.
Okay.
Not no naked ass. But she looked good, man. That's my type.
That's your type?
That's my type, brother.
It made my type of movies. So we all on the same page.
Hey, but watch it. Rotten, it's a good movie. Shout out to my cousin Quentin. He played Isaac.
I might turn it on when I go to sleep just to help Quentin and get another view. I do that. I'll do my part, but I'm not.
Do that at least. Because you're going to mess around and you're going to be watching it and you're going to be falling asleep and you're going to wake up like, this is interesting. You're going to watch it. You're going to be like, damn, I didn't watch it. That shit was off the chain.
Hey, how long you done know me, bro?
It could be a chance.
What's the just go ahead, you ballpark it for me.
Percentage. Oh man. 35.
You out of your mind, nigga. It's 0.
All right, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Breezecast featuring Teddy Pendergrass up in this mug. Hey, man, before we go, you want to hear something?
Tell me.
Taking your kids to school, it really fills up your heart. I'm saying, I ain't never really took kids to school like that, and I got a chance to take my niece to school this week. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boo. You know what I'm saying? It just felt good. It fill your heart up on the inside. You just be like, y'all, you be riding, y'all be talking. You know what I'm saying? Then you see her walking to school, you be like, you know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't realize it, he ain't got no heart.
I do.
He just got a heart recently.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I've definitely got a heart.
You got a heart?
It done got me in trouble before. Got broke.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck now.
See what I mean? I'm glad you were able to feel that specialness, that bond that you get. All that other bullshit.
But yeah, so shout out to taking your kids to school. If you a parent, you don't take your kids to school, shame on you.
No, you're just missing something out that even people that don't have no kids get to experience, and it's great.
It is.
You can do it every day, but you don't.
It is.
Or you talk shit about it.
So man, just shout out to that on leaving it on the real note, man. But
love your kids, man.
Do that, man. Events coming up. Don't forget about the Heart to Heart Relationship Talk Show. That's on January the 25th. We're gonna be over at Cola Lounge over in Southfield. So make sure y'all pull up for that. That's gonna be a good event. Cool Breeze on the ones and twos. Shout out to Heart to Heart, my guy Tim. It's gonna be a good vibe, man. What else I got going on? Coalition.
Why you look at me and ask me?
Coalition anniversary is this
weekend.
Your
goddamn assistant.
So we're gonna be down in Atlanta getting it in. You know what I'm saying? And then besides that,
fuck you.
You don't have nobody you want to shout out? But yeah, man, we're gonna be down in Atlanta this weekend for the Coalition anniversary.
Hey mama. Hey dad.
So make sure y'all check us out, man. And don't forget to check us out on Twitch every Monday. Coalition DJs on Twitch. We're gonna be spinning up good records, having a good time, man. Every Monday, live.
It's always a good time when them niggas around.
Yeah, Coalition DJs, man. So besides that, man, make sure y'all follow on Instagram at Book DJ Cool Breeze and on Twitter at Book Cool Breeze. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube at Book Cool Breeze, man. The Breezecast featuring my brother David Ruffin, aka Teddy Pendergrass.
Call me David Ruffin with my motherfucking time, nigga. I'm not we not doing this, bro. We not. Don't call me goddamn David Ruffin, nigga. Teddy Pendergrass.
See y'all next week, y'all.